18 matches. Every goal, every save, every minute, predicted before a single ball is kicked. None of these men have ever lifted the World Cup. Our machine thinks one of them might. This is Match Day 1. Welcome to the future. We built a match engine, our own. Real squads, the 26ers announced this week. Real form, real injuries, real history. Then we let it play the entire opening round. Group by group, here's what it saw. Group A, the hosts, Mexico at the Azteca, with Korea, Czechia and South Africa standing in the courtyard. The opening match, Mexico, South Africa, the Estadio Azteca. 16 minutes in, Alvarado runs at Modiba, slips it through to Edson Alvarez. Alvarez sends Jimenez through. Williams saves at the line. Mbokazi clears. 23 minutes, Vasquez splits the press. Alvarez carries it forward. Alvarado whips the cross. Jimeni heads it home. 1-0 Mexico. 38th minute, Romo down. Hamstring, stretchered off. 47th minute, Bafana counter. Apollos crosses, Foster heads it in. 1-1. 61. Penalty given to South Africa. 4-minute VAR check, overturned. Aguirre exhales. 74. Mexico corner. Vasquez hits the bar. Jimenez rebounds it through Williams's legs. 2-1. 85. Second yellow on Mbatha. Bafana down to 10. 90 plus 3. Ochoa saves Bafana's last header. 40 years old. 6th World Cup. Mexico opened the tournament with a South Korea, the Czech Republic. Group A's second match. Guadalajara. 14 minutes. Lee Kang-in's free kick. Kovac pushes it onto the bar. Sun heads goalward. Krejci clears off the line. 27. Czech corner from Kufal. Schick rises above Kim Min-jae, heads it across the keeper. 1-0 Czechia. 38. Sun sends Hwang Hee-chan through. Hwang finishes, but VAR rules it offside. 54. Lee Kang-in cuts in, slides it across. Sun sweeps it home with his left foot. 1-1. The captain, at his last World Cup. 67. Czechia penalty. Schick himself. Kim Sung-yu reads it. Saves. 78. Souček pulls Sun's shirt. Straight red. Czechs down to 10. 88. Sun, 1-1. Kovac at full stretch, onto the post. A point each. Group A, wide open. Mexico need the win to lock the group. The Czechs, built on Patrick Schick's goals, need it too. Mexico corner, Pineda's whip delivery, Santiago Jimenez at the near post, above Holesh. Bottom corner. The Milan man slides to the Guadalajara crowd. Schultz goes down under Edson Alvarez. The referee points to the spot, but the replay shows he threw himself. No contact. Overturned. The Akron erupts. Czech corner from Kufal. Schick above Vasquez. Header into the far corner. His brace in 2 matches. Krejci, a challenge with Jimeni, pulls up with a knee knock. He walks off. Kubek loses his captain at the back. Alvarado cuts in past Sadilek. Low cutback. Jimeni, 6 yards. And he misses it completely. Falls over. The Akron groans. Aguirre's sub vindicated. Alvarez to Chavez. Whipped low cross. Quinones at the back post. Header across goal. 2-1. Mexico into the knockouts. Last act. Souček's free kick curling for the top corner. Ocho, 40 years old, fingertips it onto the bar. The Akron chants his name. 6 points. The Azteca believes. Korea chase the same. Against wounded South Africa. A must-win for Soon Heung-min at his final World Cup. South Africa, organized and dangerous, stand in the way. Lee Kang-in floats it to the back post. Sun heads it across. Williams just touches it. And Lee Kang-in follows in to slot it home. The Korean section sings. Mokoena wins it, feeds Apollos on the left, whipped low cross. Lyle Foster across Kim Tae-hyun, far corner. 2 goals in 2 matches for the Burnley man. Kim Min-jae, already booked, a desperation tackle on Zwan breaking in. Second yellow. The Bayern anchor walks. Korea to 10, Lee Kang-in to left back. Down to 10, Hong brings on Kastrop. Fresh legs, defensive shape. Sun gestures to his team to stay organized. Foster cuts in from the right. Low-driven shot for the bottom corner. Kim Seung-gyu, full stretch, one-handed round the post, keeping Korea in it. Lee Kang-in's in-swinger to the back post. Son, above Mu Dao. Powerful header, far corner. The score of his tournament. He sobs. Korea lead. Last act, across to the box, a looping header. Kim Seung-gyu tips it over. Sun embraces Williams at the whistle. Class. Sun delivers again. Mexico, perfect. 6 points and the Azteca singing. Korea second, and South Africa already need a miracle. Group B. The other hosts, Canada, without their best player. Switzerland arrive as favorites. Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina. BMO Field, Toronto. 12 minutes, Eustakio's corner. Davies, the Canadian captain at Bayern Munich, rises above Dehdich, heads it home. 1-0 Canada. 24, Jonathan David cuts in, V seal saves, Larin's rebound blocked by Katic. 41, Bosnian counter, by Raktarevic and Demirovic combine, Bombito clips Dzeko. Penalty. Dzeko, 40 years old, steps up himself. Bottom corner. 1-1. 58, Davies down, ankle injury, Marsh pulls him off, Bayern winces. 71, Buchanan finishes, armpit offside, VAR rules it out. 84, Bosnian break, Tahirovic finds Biraktarevic. The 21-year-old curls it past St. Clair. 2-1 Bosnia. 90 plus 5, Larin's header, Vasil tips it onto the bar. Bosnia have beaten the host. Their first World Cup in 12 years. Their captain, still scoring at 40. Switzerland open the way. Switzerland always open, patient, organized. Qatar carry Akram Afif and little else. A short corner, worked back to Ebishir, whipped to the near post. Akanji climbs above Homam, just over. The intent is set. Ebisher fouled 30 yards out. Xhaka's outswinger to the back post. Embolo rises above Mendes, bullet header, far corner. Switzerland lead. Afif picks it up at halfway, past Freuler, past Widmer, squares it. Almoez Ali volleys, Akanji deflects it onto the post. Levi's stands for the wrong team. Xhaka pulls up, the hamstring, and waves to the bench. Dennis Zakaria on. Yakin embraces his captain on the touchline. Almoez Ali goes down under Akanji's arm. The referee points to the spot. 3 minutes at the monitor, Ali initiated the foul. Overturned. Lopetegui booked for arguing. Counter from a Qatar corner. Ibisha to Vargas, 40 yards down the left. Low cross, Ndoye, near post, first time. 2-0 Switzerland. Last Qatari hope, at Nilsson's cross, Ali flicks it near post. Kobel, flying right, one-handed parry. Class from the Dortmund keeper. Routine for Switzerland. Canada, stung by the Bosnia shock, look to rebuild in Toronto. Alphonso Davies is back. Akram Afif has one last group stage chance. Bombito to Eustakio, vertical behind Pedro Miguel. Buchanan underlaps to the byline. Low cross, Jonathan David, first time, 8 yards. BMO Field explodes. Afif again, past Kone with a feint, inside Cornelius, inside Bombito, shoots. Dane St. Clair, full stretch right, one-handed. Iconic. Lopetegui applauds Afif. Davies, who limped through the warm-up, comes off after 45. A planned move. promised David on. Bayern go to Amber. Eustachio skips past Kuki in the box and is felled. Penalty instantly given. David takes it himself, sends Barsham the wrong way. 2-0 Canada. Hatem, already booked, a tactical foul. Eustachio. Second yellow. The Dean of Qatari football applauds his fans and walks. Qatar to 10. Last hope, Edmilson's cross. Almoez Ali above Cornelius. St. Clair, full stretch, pours it round the post. Lopetegui pats his back. Class. Canada breathe. In Group B, the summit awaits. Switzerland, Bosnia, first place. Bosnia riding the high of beating Canada. Their captain Edin Dzeko, 40 years old and still scoring. Zacharias in-swinger to the near post. Akanji above Kolasinac, header into the far corner. The City man points at Zakaria. Bosnia counter. Bayraktarevic wide to Demirovic, who stands up Widmer. Low cross. Dzeko. Across Elvedi. Bottom corner. He's 40. He's scored in both matches. Bayraktarevic, the M3 shock hero, cuts in from the left, 22 yards. Curls for the far corner. Kobel, full stretch, onto the bar. Yakin's hand on the game. Fresh legs and pace down the flank. It pays off within minutes. Abisha chips a pass behind Dedi. Ndioyi sprints onto it. One-on-one with Var Seal, slots it across into the far corner. The winner. Last act, Bayraktarevic's corner. Dzeko above 3. Header crashes off the bar. Table gathers. Dzeko falls to his knees at 40. Yakin embraces him. Class. The Swiss take the group's throne. The Switzerland 6 from 6. Canada and Bosnia split second. That final round will be brutal. Group C, Brazil, Morocco, and 2 nations the World Cup hasn't heard from in decades, Scotland and Haiti. Carlo Ancelotti, the first foreign coach of Brazil at a World Cup. Across from him, the Morocco that beat Spain and Portugal in 2022. Casemiro lifts his head and drops a 50-yard diagonal behind Mazraoui. Vinicius, one touch, past his clubmate, past Agüerd, low past Bunu. Early lead. El Kanous felled 27 yards out. Hakimi stands over it, curls it past Alisson's fingers, off the bar, and in. The Moroccan half of MetLife erupts. Ancelotti's halftime gamble, Endrick on. 7 minutes later, Rafinha's corner, Endrick, 19 years old, above Salah Eddin, downward header, far corner. The bet pays off. Hakimi, already booked, hauls down Endrick as Brazil break. He knows. Hands on head. Second yellow. The Moroccan captain walks, Morocco to 10, and here it comes. The Azteca of New Jersey rises. Neymar, 34 years old. His 4th World Cup. Some stories refuse to end. It was handball, arm above the line, penalty Morocco. El Kaabi takes it himself. Stutters, sends Alisson the wrong way. 2-2. 10 men dancing. Brazil throw everything. Vini's cross to the back post. Rafinha heads it. Bruno, full stretch, onto the bar. The man who knocked out Spain in 2022. Again. 4 goals and a point apiece. From the Giants to a nation waiting 52 years. Scotland, back at a World Cup after 28 years. Haiti, back after 52. The drums in section 116 are already going. Robertson marauds down the left, whipped cross from the byline. McTominay rises, Placide, 38 years old, fingertips it over. Robertson applauds. Bellegarde's corner from the right. Isidore times the near post run, above Hanley. Powerful header across Gunn. Haiti lead. Their first World Cup goal in 52 years. Grant Hanley, beaten for the goal, pulls up with a calf strain. Scott McKenna, Foxborough applauds a decade of Scottish service off the pitch. Bellegarde, already booked, cynically fouls McTominay as Scotland counter. Second yellow. He walks to section 116, blows a kiss. 80-10. Robertson again, left wing, byline cross. McTominay attacks the spot. Above Ade, headed volley, far corner. The Tartan army erupts. 1-1. Gannon Doak, 20 years old, cuts inside 3 Haitian shirts, curls for the far corner, Placide fingertips it onto the post. Delcroix clears. Last act, Etienne's cross, Pierrot rises above Tierney. Gunn, full stretch, palms it round the post. Both teams walk off to an ovation. Haiti leave with history. To all square. 4 teams, 1 point each. 1 round in Group C will decide everything. Exactly the chaos we predicted. Group D. The United States at home. Turkey is golden generation. Somebody's tournament ends early here. USA, Paraguay, SoFi Stadium. The American home opener. 8 minutes in, Adams wins it back. McKennie to Pulisic. Pulisic step-overs Alderete, cuts inside, drives it through Kubas's legs, past Fernandez. 1-0 USA. 23, Almiron curls one toward the top corner. Fries saves at full stretch. Corner, Gomez hits the bar. Bobadilla scrambles the rebound away. 37, Paraguay equalizer, but the flag was wrong. VAR sees NC So, elbow McKennie in the build-up. Goal overturned. 52, Tim Ream down, hamstring. The 38-year-old captain limps off. 67, Kubas studs up on McKennie, straight. Paraguay down to 10. 78, Balogun on a substitute, Way crosses, Balogun finishes. 2-0. 90 + 2. Paraguay penalty, Sanabria takes it himself. Fries saves. Richards clears the rebound. The home opener belongs to the United States. Pochettinos, Turkey came to Vancouver to announce a generation. Güler, Yıldız, Aktürkoğlu, and an Italian on the touchline. Çalhanoğlu's vertical pass, Yıldız gathers, in stride past Guerrilla, drops the shoulder, curls it into the far top corner. 21 years old. Australia respond, O'Neill to Leckie, who hangs up a cross. And it's Mohamed Touré, 22, Adelaide-born, climbing highest. 1-1. Free kick 25 yards, just left of centre. Arda Güler over it. Curls it over the wall, bend and dip, top corner. A Bale-era Madrid free kick at 21. A free kick from 28, whipped low and dipping. Shakir pushes it onto the underside of the bar and gathers. The Aussie bench thought it in. Behic, already booked, a desperation tackle from behind on Aktürkoğlu. Second yellow. The veteran pats his chest to the stand. Australia to 10. Counter from a corner, Çalhanoğlu's weighted ball behind Sautar. Aktürkoğlu, one-touch slide finish. 3-1. Turkey announced themselves. Touré again, rising. But Chaka says no. Turkey have a dark horse night in Vancouver. Yıldız and Güler light it up. A must-win for the United States on home soil. Christian Pulisic, the captain, at his tournament peak. Tim Weah bursts down the right past Italiano, whipped cross to the near post. Follower in Balogun, above Burgess. Header across goal. AT&T roars. O'Neill wins midfield. Guerrilla's cross, Mohamed Touré, above Miles Robinson. Bullet header, bottom corner, his second in 2 matches. McKennie finishes a Pulisic through ball, celebrations, but Pulisic's pass was 6 inches offside. Ruled out. Pochettino mouths at the 4th official. Tyler Adams, a hard tackle with Irvine, pulls up, clutching the ankle. Adams off. Bournemouth wince. Italiano, already booked, a desperation foul on Pulisic cutting inside. Second yellow. Australia to 10. The American crowd senses the kill. The Pulisic moment, McKennie hooks it up, the captain gathers, 2 touches, drops the shoulder on Geria, 22 yards, curls it into the top far corner. AT&T explodes. Toure goes for the hat-trick, header from an Iran Kunda cross. Freeze palms it over. The Outlaws chant his name. USA into the knockouts. Pulisic answers every question. 1 match left, and it might be the best of all. 2 teams who need a win to stay alive. And the Turkish front, 3 of 3 21-year-olds. Arda Güler picks up a loose ball 30 yards out. Past Bobadilla, past Gomez, curls it past Fernandez, far corner. He doesn't even celebrate. We're cooking now. Julio Enciso, 24 yards out, curls it over Chaka into the top corner. Paraguay's section in Santa Clara erupts. Çalhanoğlu drops a through ball behind Alonso. Yildiz sprints onto it. 1-on-1, sends Fernandez the wrong way, slides into the empty net. His brace. Miguel Almiron, over a free kick from 25, curls it over the wall, past Chaka's dive, top corner. Newcastle still loves him. Turkey a reshape at the back, a veteran on for defensive shape. Montella grimaces, this one's swinging both ways. Çalhanoğlu picks up a loose ball and slides it wide left. Aktürkoğlu cuts inside Cáceres. 16 yards, low, bottom corner. The Turkish Gene Showcase. Last hope for Paraguay, Almiron's cross, Sanabria heads it. Chaki, full stretch, round the post. Turkey 3-2. Group D is theirs. 5 goals, 18 matches. The opening round, complete. Here's what it means. 2 perfect records, separated only by goals, and they meet on the final day. Paraguay and Australia. Nothing. The cruelest group. Group E. Germany and 3 nations hunting them. Germany's young front line against the smallest nation ever to reach a World Cup. Curaçao, 150,000 people. Dick Advocaat, 77, on the touchline. Musiala's chip behind Van Eymer, Wirtz, first touch, across room, far corner. The Liverpool man's first World Cup goal. Musiala at the top of the box, turns inside Obispo, past Van Eymer, curls it into the bottom corner. Back to his peak. History. Margarita's outswinger to the back post. Leandro Bacuna, the captain, above Raum. Header across Neuer, far corner. Curaçao have scored at a World Cup. Advocaat is in tears. Sané cuts inside on the right and slides it across. Havertz, first time, past room. The Curaçao fans keep singing Bacuna's name. Musiala into Wirtz again. The 23-year-old curls, 1 from 20. Bottom corner. His brace. Hassan Ouedraogo, 18 years old. A World Cup debut. Germany's next chapter writes its first line. Germany flex. Curaçao still made history. Now, total football meets total the reigning champions of Africa against Ecuador's young, fearless side. 2 prodigies on opposite flanks. Amad Diallo, Kendry Páez. Amad Diallo at midfield. Past Páez, past Franco, inside Pacho, finishes low across Galíndez. Old Trafford lights up. He kisses the badge. Adingra finishes from a Diallo cross. Celebrations, but the replay, an armpit offside by a half-inch. Ruled out. Kendry Páez, 19 years old, 27 yards out. Right-footed curl over the wall. Top corner. AT&T whistles in respect. In Capié, a collision coming for a header lands awkwardly on the shoulder. He can't stand. Stretchered off. Perozzo on. Arsenal hold their breath. Kessié heads down a Sangare corner. It falls to Adingra at 6 yards. First-time stab past Galíndez. The AFCON champions do AFCON champion things. Caicedo, already booked, won't release the ball, protesting a free kick. Second yellow. The Chelsea captain taps the badge and walks. Ecuador to 10. 12 matches. Every nation has played. Germany flex. The Elephants win quietly. And Curaçao took a beating, but took history with them. Group F. The group nobody can call. Two of the deepest squads at the tournament. Dutch tactical chess against Japanese tactical chess. Kubo drives in from the right, drops the shoulder on Hato. Low drive, Verbruggen, full stretch, pours it round the post. Reinders drops a vertical pass behind Watanabe, Gakpo at the back post. First time low, pass Suzuki, the Liverpool corner routine. Sugawara's whipped cross, Ueda rises above Ake. Header crashes off the underside of the bar. A goal in the Eredivisie, Moriyasu mutters. Moriyasu rolls the pass. Maeda and a second wide man on. Japan shift from 3-4-2-1 into a frantic 3-4-3. The chess just moved. Watanabe underlaps to the byline, cuts it back to Dewan at the top of the box. First time, low, near post, 1-1. Moriyasu, the sub-pass. Memphis Depay, playing his football in São Paulo now, rises at the back post. Suzuki, full stretch, two-handed save. Last act, Dumfries's corner. Van Dijk above three Japanese shirts. Kisses the other side of the bar and over. Endo embraces his Liverpool captain. Honours even in Group F. Sweden's twin strikers won't settle for that. Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres, the Premier League's two best strikers, on the same team. And an English coach, Graham Potter, leading Sweden. Elanga bursts down, the right past Abdi, whipped cross to the near post, Isak above Talbi, header, bottom corner. He points at Elanga. No celebration. Bergvall, the Spurs midfielder, waits a through ball behind Bron. Gyökeres runs on, drops the shoulder, slots the bottom corner. The mask pull celebration. Achuri's free kick from 28. Curling for the top corner, clips the bar, drops onto the post, bounces clear. Lindelöf reads it. Skiri heads it back to Mejbri at the top of the box. The Burnley man curls it over Zetterstrom, top corner. The Tunisian section explodes. Isak Hien, chasing Saad, pulls up clutching the left hamstring. Hjalmar Ekdal on, Potter pats him off. Counter from a corner, Bergvall's vertical pass behind Bron again. Isak, one-on-one, chips it over the dive, his brace. He signs a 1-2 to Bergvall. Skiri, already booked, a desperation foul on Bergvall. Second yellow. He stops to embrace Bergvall before he walks. Class. Isak and Gyökeres, ruthless. Sweden strike first. Total football and total discipline cancel out. Tunisia chase. That's our match day 1. 18 predictions on the record before kickoff. Now you, which call is most wrong? Tell us in the comments. When reality answers, we'll pin the best call out. Share this with the friend who thinks he knows football better than a machine. And stay tuned. The next set of predictions is already in the engine. This is the football universe.